Hey everyone, Nikita here with another video. It's been a while, I know, but I've been working on the schedule for my video output, so bear with me while I figure that all out. I hope y'all been good. I am very happy that the sun is setting again at 7. I like sunlight and the lack of it during winter was taking me out. So I'm just so happy about that. Anywho, today as you watch me color this plant, I'll be talking a little bit about where I am in life right now as an artist. Before we get to that, let me tell you a bit about the drawing. I am terrible with plants. It feels like either half of us are like great with plants or the other half is like extremely terrible. I am the latter, but not with succulents. Like, you see, succulents were created to survive the toughest of conditions, which I guess also happens to include me. I am tough conditions. So I have 4 succulents and like a hybrid one. It's like not a complete succulent, but anyways, I've been able to keep them all alive for 2 years now. Yay for me, thank you. So I wanted to do a series with the succulents I have in my collection. So the one I am currently coloring is called Echeveria agavotis, aka Alexte Echeveria. I wanted to draw all my plants and create a mini series, and y'all will get the full picture of it when I put it out on my website and Instagram. Also, spring is here, so it's like the perfect subject matter for my video today. Like green, sun, spring, like, can you tell them happy winter is over? Anyways, moving on. So let's talk about our subject today. In the beginning, I said today's video was about like my life as an artist right now, but it's probably something more like surviving layoffs and still creating, something like that. I don't know if it matters to share any of this, but I am not the only one out there dealing with this, so maybe this will make me feel less sad about it and somebody else less alone. So like 2023, last year, I was a 2D builder. Like, I worked in 2D animation. So like what I did was making 2D puppets movable. Like, most of the 2D animation you see on TV isn't completely traditional. It's like a hybrid of cutout animation and traditional animation. And in order to do the cutout part of it, we made these 2D puppets that are built to move. So we start with a flat image, and then I will come in and I will make it movable. I'll make it a puppet. The job also includes like making edits to whenever, like, say a character changes their clothes or say they were thrown in a mud pit or something. Like, I would make all those changes so the animator could just go in and move the puppet around and make the animation. Anywho, so depending on the show, it could get even more complicated than that. But this is like an oversimplification for right now. The show I was on was for TV. Pretty sure it's on a streaming service as well now. I did this job for about 2 years and 7 months before I was laid off. So this is 9 months without a job now, which is wild to say, super wild to say. And our industry is still going through it. Like many job markets, if you've been keeping up with any of them, the animation industry has been hit really hard. There's been like a ton of layoffs, and many shows are not being greenlit anymore or are straight out canceled. For studios, animation is risky, and Hollywood wants guaranteed hits. This with mergers, COVID bubbles bursting, the tech industry layoffs, and I guess the strikes. Though there were like issues before the strikes. You just combine all of that and you have an industry that is struggling and putting tons of people out of work, like myself. You could see this even more clearly with the gaming industry. Gaming studios have been laying off people in droves. It's been really crazy to see the numbers coming out from the gaming side of things. Anyways, I was laid off in the middle of 2023, and yeah, it's been rough. The year before, 2022, was very rough for me. Funny enough, around the same time. So work had become like that steady thing that helped to keep my mind off of things. Primarily because there was so much work to do. So like it wasn't hard. So when I got laid off, it was rough. I knew that things were happening in the industry that could trickle down, like I mentioned before, to where I was, but it was still a shock when it did indeed happen. I was very down after that. I didn't know what to do with myself, and I felt like life was really knocking me down. Add that to being absolutely burnt out, so I did nothing for the first 3 months. Thankfully, my husband and I, have some savings set aside for times like this, and I'm so grateful to God for that. As much as it sucked to have that happen, I really needed a break from work. Like I said, I had mentioned before, there was like a lot of work and it was really intense, and I didn't really have a break for a while, so it did suck, but I needed a rest. I had started journaling like a month before I was laid off, so that was a huge help in the earlier months. I was able to get a lot of negative thoughts out my brain because of it. Usually in my industry, you do jump from contract to contract quite often. So there are breaks between jobs, but there are no like very little jobs anywhere, so this isn't like normal. Very much the opposite. Also, after I really rested, I started to create again. I started to draw and I also started to write, something I haven't done in like a really long time. It was very healing and helped to center me again. It also gave me time to reflect on what I wanted to do. It was never my goal to end up being a 2D builder. I wanted to do character design or storyboarding, so taking this time to also up my skills in that area so I can make a pivot when the industry gets revitalized, hopefully. My art Instagram was pretty much abandoned, and I really want to breathe life into it again and start a YouTube channel. So these are the things I'm currently putting my energy into. Yeah. There's so much more to this, but it's just a little bit about me and why I'm even here in the first place. Lately, it feels like being an artist is so tough. I really want to keep relentlessly creating, share with you, and hopefully encourage other artists to do the same. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon. Thanks for watching.